we have a chance to tell our story, good or bad.
Really, the real essence is about changing the services, because we can't have the behaviors that we've had historically. So I think it's important that we just come on board and say really how it is.
Stories matter. Stories can help us to get a deeper understanding of people's experiences. Stories can help us to see what is working well and where we need to make improvements.
I'm really pleased that we have started this initiative as a new way of listening to service users and carers. It's really, really important that we do listen to people. That way you get an idea of what is really happening in services.
We are looking for stories in order to be able to influence training, evaluation, delivery of services, but also across our organisation, so that we can see where the systemic challenges are, where the unmet needs of people are, and to start thinking about how we can address them as a trust, so we can play our role in supporting people to stay well, healthy, connected in their local communities.
Sometimes people feel they're judged by the colour of their skin, not the illness they've got. So I think the storytelling project will show staff the outcomes of their service. That's where the storytelling will think, if you were in this position, would you be happy the way you treated that person?
The story collector who I shared my story, she was really lovely. She made me feel so relaxed. She really listened to me and she was very empathetic. And, that made me feel at ease as well, because when you're sharing your story, you can feel quite, use the word naked, because you're also vulnerable. But she made me really feel relaxed and I was able to speak quite freely.
Story collector, they can meet you at any time or any location that you prefer, so that you can feel that you have the option and the choice to share in a way that works for you. You can also share your experiences by writing if you prefer. We want to make sure that we create a safe space and a flexibility for everyone to share their experiences in a way that is good for them.
I can understand why people might be unsure that they want to share their stories, partly because they might still be put in within the service and they feel like that the information they give will go back to the carers or clinicians, but it's all very confidential.
Sharing the story, I felt respected in what I had to say.
I feel quite comfortable sharing my story now to other people.
The rewarding part for me to being a story collector is firstly promoting it to people, to show that that they're not alone. We have taken notice of the good and the bad and the ugly side of mental health regarding how you've been treated. Another wing is engaging with the community to tell them how South London and Wolsey want to make a change from your storytelling. What is stopping you from telling your story, good, bad, ugly or whatever? Why don't you want to engage? How can we make changes if you're not telling us what your changes are?
The leaders of South London and Wolsey Trust, who we liaise with regularly, are being held to account when it comes to taking positive action with the information collected. We are always seeking a diversity of people involved in our projects at South London and Wolsey Trust, especially given the diversity of service users and caregivers. I'm from a minority group in that I have an epilepsy along with the psychiatric morbidities, and so I personally would love to see a greater number and percentage of minority groups involved in the future.
It's really important that we hear from service users and carers directly, and it will absolutely be something that we're using across the trust to continue to improve services.
I feel that at the end of this storytelling there will be changes.
We're now in 2025. We want to see improvements in mental health for all service users and carers. So I think it's important, whether the story may be negative, the trust needs to hear, and what they're doing well, they need to be commended for. But what they're not doing well, we need to be honest and in a way be forthright and say, well, no, that was not a good experience for me. And how are you as a trust going to help somebody like myself or my family or my friends to get the best care that we all deserve?